Oh, I'm already playing. Hello everyone, welcome to the stream. My name is tRrLM2, and we are playing Void's Terrarium 2. Which I can happily say I got the code for from Nipponichi Software. It's just like R-Type and Labyrinth of... not Labyrinth of Refrain. The other one. What? I'm learning by being OP. Let's go. This is not a cold opening I expected. Oh, fuck. What? Error detected. Eliminating. Oh. Was this Melty? Melty screwed me up. Where did you go? I don't like being alone. Hmm? Found the final piece. Time to hurry back to the terrarium. The final piece of what? Is this from the first game? I didn't play the first game. I'm confused. I had it, but I had it on the Vita, and well, I didn't play much on the Vita because I'm home. Please stop, Robbie! Don't destroy me! Huh? Robbie? Wait, why are you... Weren't you trying to destroy me? Robbie! You went to all of that effort just to repair me. Thank you so much. Come to think of it, Toriko, how's Toriko? Uh-oh. So she's holding out in that vessel you built for her. I see. She must have been lonely when you were out exploring. You can rest assured now. I will watch over her just like I used to. Now then, Toriko must be feeling awfully cramped in her little vessel. What do you say we let her out? Cat's Toriko's head. That's us. Yeah, I'm playing as you. How's it going, Melty? Hey, but I'm usually the one petting you. But it tracks, because you are the smallest. Toriko! You're such a cutie pie. Please excuse my sudden outburst. Hello, Echo. How are you guys? I finally calmed down now. In any case, I'm so very glad she's alright. By the way, Melty, I don't know if you saw what I shared. Did you see the screenshot from Labyrinth of Galeria that I shared with you? With you? I mean, with Discord. But you didn't react. Oh. You did? 15 people in a party. That's kind of interesting, I would say. You good? I'm just relaxing, powering through Poké Scarlet to get the exclusives I need for Violet. Certain post-game area. Ah, that sucks. How much to go? In any case, I'm so very glad she's alright. It appears I have been broken for quite some time. You spent all of that time searching the wastelands for parts to fix me, even while taking good care of Toriko. Oh, Robbie, how will I ever be able to thank you? Now, returning our attention to the terrarium. I can see you've been hard at work making makeshift repairs to it. It's taken quite a battering due to my absence, hasn't it? As it stands, airborne contaminated spores will seep in and infect little Toriko. But now that I'm back, you have nothing to fear. No doubt your memory processes can recall that I am a multifunctional advanced AI set up in this underground shelter, with complete authority and operational facilities. As long as I have the appropriate blueprints and resources, there's nothing I can't create. It does not appear we have many materials remaining, however. I need you to head into the wastelands to gather materials for me. For Violet completion, however many Paradox Pokemon there are in the box legendary, maybe 9? Okay. It's not a lot. I wonder if I can craft anything with the materials currently available to us. Oh, I most certainly can. Robbie, I have everything I need to make a stuffed animal. I've caused Toriko so much pain and suffering in my absence, so I would like to give her a stuffed animal as a reward for being such a good girl. The story of Pokemon is interesting? You think that's a good idea too, Robbie? I'm so glad to hear that. If that's the case, then I will transmit the blueprint to you. It's a blueprint for an extra special stuffed animal that I've created for a special occasion. Go on then, try crafting the stuffed animal right now. Press triangle to open the home menu. The home menu features options related to item crafting and the terrarium. Additionally, functions for powering up the robot will be added over time. Start off for now by opening the home menu to access item crafting function. Use resources at your home to craft a variety of items. Items you bring back from your expeditions are converted into resources when you return from the wastelands. All items are converted into one of 4 types of resources: organic, inorganic, energy, or contaminated. Which resources you'll obtain are found in the item descriptions. Special resources are required to craft special items. They can only be obtained by converting specific items. Some differences in the games which is noticeable. Wondering how it'll pay off. Okay. You did it! What do you think? I designed the toy to resemble yours truly. There's even a speaker inside of it, so I can project my voice to her from far away. Toriko won't have to feel so lonely anymore when you're gone. At least I hope she won't. Now then, let's give it to Toriko, post haste. Items you have crafted are stored in the vault over there. Please retrieve the stuffed animal from the vault and bring it to Toriko. Oh, cool. She cute. What the fuck? Our arm just fell off? Yeah. Toriko's arm. Robbie, please tend to Toriko. I will look into exactly what happened to her. That's just a flesh wound. Robbie, my analysis is complete. It appears the connective tissues around her shoulder have deteriorated, causing her arm to detach. Ah! The cause is currently unclear, but I do know how to mend her. I will transmit a blueprint to you for something you can use to mend her arm. It appears you can procure the necessary materials from a nearby wasteland. I'll transmit the coordinates of the wasteland directly to your memory banks. Be sure to select the right location when heading to the wastelands. I await your successful return, Robbie. Take care. Leaky filter. I can't tell the difference, guys. This is in a Final Fantasy 14 dungeon. Yes, I lost an arm. You gotta heal me up. Turning on the tracking function allows you to see your progress on the bottom right of the screen, so try tracking quests you want to complete. I guess in this game I should be on the right. On the left, I mean. Oh shit. Oh, you can dash? Melty, why do you gotta be a character in every game I play now? Ah, that's pretty cool. I'm the original in a sea of fakes. Maybe you are. Reveruapu. Is it a choice? lasts for the expedition. That's not what I wanted to pick. I picked the wrong one. Where's the EN? Oh, it's the yellow bar. Okay. Why would I want to... Why would I want to not pick it up? Wait, in the item menu? Where's the item menu? Select equipment in the item menu. I'm sorry, what? Oh. So in the item menu, the equipment, when I mouse over the equipment, I can equip it. There's not a specific menu for equipment. Got it. Does this use energy? It does. Costs 10 energy. Rev it up. Now how can I see it? Ouch. Oh, Robbie, welcome back. Robbie has been beaten up. What did we learn yesterday? Don't rush into the next level. He heals by walking around, but he loses XP, not XP, EN, by also walking around. It's a double-edged sword, as they call it. I got the objective. Expedition complete! It's another expedition in the books. To return to the home base after an expedition, all items in your possession are converted into resources. Most of the items are converted into general resources, while other items such as quest objectives are turned into special resources. The amount of resource elements that an item will be converted into is found at the bottom of the item description. Collecting 100 elements amounts to 1 general resource. Damn. Resource conversion occurs regardless of whether you return to base voluntarily or due to incapacitation. Being incapacitated will not reduce the number of resources obtained. Don't worry about incapacitation, as you'll continue to collect plenty of resources. In fact, feel free to die 100, even 200 times. It's no big deal, right? But way less punishing than Galeria. So like, oh, you died? Now everyone has broken limbs. Oh, you don't have enough money or items to repair them? Too bad. To be honest, I doubt that ever happens, because they're generous enough. With money, at least. What? I need more organic shit. I thought I only needed the syringe. So I go back to level 1. Like every expedition starts at level 1. Guess that's why it's okay to die. Damn, get fucked anyway. All right. It seems we have everything we need, so let's start treating her right away. We start by injecting her. I thought it was the other arm she lost. Severed arm with the enhancer. Yes. Red spots have appeared, you say? That's no problem. I expected as much. For the next step, you need to inject her shoulder where her arm used to be. Red spots appeared on Toriko as well. That's what we want to see. Now then proceed by holding her severed arm to her gaping shoulder to connect the two together. That's kind of grisly. Ah, okay, she was holding her shoulder. Have you done it? Have you positioned her arm correctly? All that's left to do now is lay her down gently. Her arms should bond in time. Let's wait patiently. Looks like our arm has been successfully reattached. Thank goodness! I didn't expect such an ordeal so soon after being reunited with Toriko. As they say, there's a cloud in every silver lining. It just goes to show how meticulous we need to be in taking care of Toriko. There's no question that our frail Toriko will inevitably fall victim to various illnesses and misfortunes during our life in this contaminated world. It still shorts my cardio circuits just thinking about it. Despite all odds, we've still been able to overcome another hardship, thanks to you, Robbie. Let's do our best to take care of Toriko once again. Right then. The Wasteland's most formidable duo is back in action, which means we should probably discuss what the future holds. Could you pay me a visit later? She's cute. Where's the toy I gave her? Did she throw her away already? It's time to discuss what it is we have to do now. The terrarium is in disarray and a number of functions have been suspended. We must fix these facilities so that we can protect Toriko. Time is of the essence. Fortunately, it shouldn't be too difficult to restore the terrarium to its former glory. The blueprints we collected previously are still intact, so we just need the reacquired materials. I'm afraid I must ask you to set off on an expedition to the Wastelands. Oh goodness, is that Cloud AI robot? Uh-oh. Chief, preparations for test subject T065 are complete. Good. Commence the experiment. What the hell is going on? Hey, Robbie! Please wake up, Robbie! What in the world? Some kind of distortion is wholly swallowing the entire terrarium. I'm not sure what it is, but it can't be good. Robbie, please place Toriko back into the vessel and bring her here. Phew, it appears we saved Toriko in the nick of time. I wish I could say the same for the terrarium. It's been swallowed up by that distortion. I hate to say this, but we must dispose of this terrarium. The distortion is still spreading. We don't have much time, so I'll be brief. I've gone ahead and surveyed our surroundings to find a location for our new home. It just so happens there's a place with a console that I can be installed onto. It's also the ideal environment for building Toriko a new home. Please take Toriko to this new location in our vessel. If you could, please also take any memory chip from this console and bring me with you. I'm still connected to the networks digitally as I was prior to the destruction of the colony. I would have moved myself. Alas, the only feasible solution now is to have you carry my memory chip along with you. Hurry! The distortion is closing in. We don't have time to dawdle. I will shut myself down for now, so... Robbie, please get us to safety! Can I push? Can I pull? The fuck? Shouldn't I be carrying the coffin? Uh-oh. We're still going? By the way, I finished Sinbad's Adventures. I don't know how that ends. I can make assumptions. They're probably wrong. I'm gonna say they're probably wrong because it doesn't feel like it ties directly with anything. So it probably ends way earlier than what you would expect. Should be able to destroy the items I have on me. But yeah, basically the series is just him going around the world making allies. Fine. This inventory is way too full. Floor 9? How many floors is this one? Are you playing anything these days, Melty? Honkai? But Honkai, you're just doing... You're doing what? I've done most content that I can do with my gear for Honkai. Yeah, that's what I thought, that you were basically caught up. Okay. So you're just doing daily stuff, basically? You've gone for the abundance, nameless honor. Which one is that? What's the name of it? The one with Sakura and Tomoyo? What? That's the one with Clara and Bella? Is it Bella? Bella and Lynx? Lynx and Bella, okay, yeah. The one with Clara is another one. I'm sure Lynx is also 16 or something. Yeah, I have that on Lynx, I think. They announced another Abundance character. Yesterday. Or today. I don't know if you keep up with the news. Probably 4-star. I don't know what they can do to change it up. Maybe a really strong single target healer. I don't know. It feels like they're automating the process for the most part. Don't you think? At least Fushuan and Luosha are very much are quite automated, I would say. Lynx isn't. A really strong single target healer that gives us SP. That would be nice. I don't know. I don't think there's any character that gives SP. To be honest, I do admire how they can still build new types of characters in the same framework. Although in Honkai, I'm assuming that eventually we'll get new paths, maybe. I don't know, but I would expect that. This place! Oh, Robbie, thank goodness you managed to get here safe and sound. What about Toriko? New subsystems? I don't know. It has to be something that integrates since the start, kinda like Dendro. She looks perfectly fine as well. I'm so relieved I might short out. What was that distortion that swallowed up the terrarium? I wish I knew. I presume you don't have any ideas either? What? You've seen these distortions in other places before? Something strange happens every time. Curiouser and curiouser. Perhaps something is starting to happen to this world. In any case, we don't yet know enough to work with. I'll start looking into the distortion and see what I can find out. In the meantime, there's something I'd like for you to do for me. Should that be what I can find out? It's all thanks to you that we've safely arrived at our new base, but as you can see for yourself, it's completely devoid of anything useful at all. Even worse, all of the blueprints and crafted items you used to have were all swallowed up by the distortion, along with the old terrarium. Yes, this is just what the humans would have called having nothing but the shoes on our backs. So with that, it's time to set out on expeditions once more to collect and craft everything Toriko needs. Heh, I knew you'd be all hands on deck. Right then, there's a lot we need to get done, but I think building the terrarium should come first. I tried my best to find a place that would be perfect for building a terrarium, but right now it's just like a washed up wasteland. Toriko would be completely overwhelmed by contaminants if you were to take her out of the vessel right now. So first things first, let's make a giant terrarium that can protect Toriko from the contaminated atmosphere. Luckily, some of the relics around here might make fine terrariums if you can patch them up. Let's build the perfect home from these old bottles. Probably gonna be abundance of preservation units to grant 1 turn invincibility eventually. Yeah, I'd say that's preservation. I'll transmit the blueprint to you now. I've also gone ahead and uploaded the coordinates of where you can find the materials you need to make the bottle. You can head out for the wastelands via that exit over there. Feel free to ask me for help if you're ever confused about where to go or what you need to do. I'm sure I have a bite or two of advice stored away. Good luck and travel safe, Robbie. Are we not going to turn AI around? 5th and 8th layers. Holy shit. Is the new terrarium in the same place the other one was in the map? Weird. Why can't I go there? How do I leave? Isn't this the dungeon that I just did? Complete. Isn't this your first time coming home to the new terrarium? I want to give you a quick briefing about how the wasteland works around here. The wastelands you're exploring were originally an auto-propagating shelter made by the humans in the past. Now that they're extinct, the shelter has been automatically propagating and transforming uncontrollably. That's why the lay of the land is different every time, even though you're exploring the same place. Are you still following? Of course you are. That's my Robbie. Now on to the next part. As for the mechanism that allows you to return here after your expeditions, shelters have a system in place to automatically retrieve objects that it deems a waste, transports them to the nearest scrapyard for disposal. It appears that our current location was once a greenhouse where vegetation was cultivated. Now this place is just being used by the shelter as a scrapyard. So whenever you're incapacitated or reach the end of the wastelands, the automatic disposal system activates and returns you here, each and every time. Of course, the drawback is that it refuses pass through its disposal unit as a safety measure, so all of your upgrades and items are removed upon your return. Dismantled items still turn into usable resources, so you can make the most of them to upgrade and fill the terrarium with all sorts of objects. That concludes today's lesson. Since you get resources even when incapacitated, doing so over and over again will help you collect what you need. Now record this data into your memory and good luck out there! To reduce the ickiness of some enemies. It isn't ickiness, like... That's not difficulty, right? Icky is just like, it's gross. Yeah? Nasty or unpleasant? Oh, it pixelates some enemies. Like a cockroach. Oh, really? I plan on asking for monochrome later. If Nipponichi still likes my coverage. I've been asking for older games because I guess there's nothing to lose in giving someone an older game, I would say. So my channel's not that big. Actually, let's take a break. But are you enjoying Monochrome? What you played? I'm not a big fan of the look of it. Even if it was 3D, I wish it was at least a little cel shaded. I was a little closer to the look of the other games. But I obviously want to play. You can answer me, but I'm gonna take a quick break. I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. Alright, in terms of graphics, it does lead to a little bit of unrealness. Yeah. I don't like... I don't like how incoherent it is with the other games. Especially when so many characters are shared. Arrogance. But stuff. That's also something your character could be into. How are you? Thank you for the resub for 69 months! A very nice resub. Thank you very much. I got a Tori's katana in Dead Cells, you'd be proud. Nice, nice. Are you playing Dead Cells because I was playing The Messenger? By the way, I was telling my dad today that it's okay to give up on some games. And I used the Messenger as an example. And I actually installed the game and showed it to him. And I was like, oh man, I really wish I got into more of it. And then immediately I was like, nah, I'm done with this. I'm so done with this. Dead Cells is one of my permanent installs on PS4. PS5 version didn't come out until June this year. You know, I'd have to start a new save and then forgot about it. Okay. Checks out. Man. It's like I said, I just don't have that skill set. I wish I did, but I don't want it enough that I want to put a lot of work into developing those skills. Yeah, that's does Dead Cells have no, my talk about dashing. I was talking about dashing back and forth. Forward dash, back dash. But Castlevania has a skill where you press down and jump, and you slide. Like you can slide under shit. Is that in Dead Cells as well? Develop those skills, David. It's not worth it. I don't think it's worth the pain. I wish every game was like Celeste. That is just like, okay, you can't do it, we don't judge you. Let us give you some help. Not really like Castlevania, there is light speed, which is essentially a dash on a 9-second cooldown. Dash forward and then back if you want to. Okay. This terrarium looks like a roguelike dungeon. No, we're exploring to get shit for the terrarium. RNG drops unless you do custom. Okay. There's no... What the fuck? there's no mode where it's just this is the right map without being a roguelike. Okay. Look, I didn't review the game for IGN. It's not like I know the game completely. I think that Cell's probably my favorite overall in these genres. I don't know if you've seen it, but Bloodstained is having a rogue mode. I don't know if you played Bloodstained. I'm still surprised I'm very surprised they're still making updates for the game. I don't understand how that is profitable for them, but sure. Gotta add those Kickstarter goals, I guess. Are these still Kickstarter goals? I saw it very recently that they were still heading. They made a video apologizing for the delay in something. Chaos mode and versus mode. They had a silly amount of Kickstarter stuff that got bad logistically. It's gonna blow through to the books and be broken again. Why are they apologizing? The game is great. No, they're apologizing for the delay in the patch. And the patch that had some new shit. And I was taking a look, and it appears that they added the character from Child of Light to the game. Alright, have fun. Believe it. Oh, I got through. Okay. So cyan. Oh man. Maybe I don't want to show you. I don't think I can show you. Never mind. I was gonna say... Show what? The Terrarium. I'll show you when this expedition starts. Oh my god. When this expedition ends, I mean. So many traps in this dungeon. Are you playing some F-Zero again? So I guess this game has no permanent upgrades. This game looks more fun than the one yesterday. I think the one yesterday looked more fun. And it was. The game was a slog. It wasn't. It didn't feel like it to me. I liked it. I actually liked it a lot. I kind of want to go play more. And that game looks like it expands so much. The Texas went everywhere. He couldn't hold it in. I don't know if you saw the screenshot of the game I shared on Discord. That game seems like it scales to a really high level. No! Well, I guess I got the shit I needed. This is the Terrarium. Robbie, welcome back. You're doing a quadrillion damage like in this guy? No, you turn the party into a party of 15 people. Instead of having one character per coven, you can have 3 per coven. That seems like really awesome. You still could be doing a billion damage though? Yes, yes. But for example, this game starts from level 1 every time you go into a new dungeon. The other one, if you don't, you can save. So if you don't do poorly, you're always improving. You gathered everything you need to make a terrarium bottle. Thank you so much. Now just sit back and leave the rest to me. My mind's corrupted by roguelikes, David. I'm good with starting at level 1. Yeah, I'm not. I want some semblance of improvement. I'll show you that I'm more than just a bag of circuits by making the most wonderful home for Toriko. There, all done. Ah, this looks much better. What do you think of the seamless finish? It's quite superb if I do say so myself. The glass had to be thick in order to guarantee a sturdy construction. That also made it a challenge to create smooth curved surfaces. But I did not cut a single corner, for this shall be the palace of our dear Toriko. As such, I am proud to say the final product is as sturdy as it is pleasing. I'm confident that this terrarium will be capable of protecting Toriko against spores and any other contaminants. In every roguelike I've played, you unlock more items or more characters to use on future runs. Yeah, that's a roguelike. I guess, no, that's a roguelite. A roguelike would be no improvements at all, I think. It is a permanent improvement to your character, so you'll eventually beat the game. Yeah, I hope so. Yeah, that's what I want. So every roguelike I've played is a roguelite then? Okay. Yeah, but it seems like this one is a roguelike for real. Because I don't think there's any permanent improvement. It's time to let Toriko out of her vessel. Like, you keep... What you get from the dungeons is these resources that give you shit to put on the terrarium. Not to improve your character. So your character will always be the same. So far. Base HP. Ah, you're right. So they do affect them. Okay. Never mind. Some craftable items have bonuses attached to them. These bonuses activate when items are crafted for the first time and their effects are permanent. Some bonus can power up the robot, so try crafting for bonuses when enemies feel too strong for your liking. Okay, well. Color me corrected. 2 hours in. Hello? You still alive? You still have both arms? It looks like Toriko isn't quite sure about her new surroundings. She's all fidgety and nervous in that nook she's found. Perhaps she'll get used to it over time? Now that the minimum requirements to sustain life have been fulfilled, it's time to take good care of Toriko. Just like we used to. Yeah, this is a game about kidnapping a human girl. We may be the cream of the crop when it comes to caring for Toriko, but this new location is sure to come with its own challenges, unlike any we've seen before. I'll give you a refresher on how to look after her, just in case your memory chips have gotten rusty and dusty. Let me know when you're ready and I will begin the lesson. What? What about the shit I crafted? Where is it? Is she really that protected if I can just walk in and out of it? Well, let's start with the most important part of taking care of a human. Without further ado, I present to you a crash course on food. Humans tend to gradually waste away unless they are given a steady supply of food. These delicate creatures then become afflicted with odd diseases, leading to their demise. It is absolutely essential that you procure food from the wastelands to keep Toriko alive. With that, I'd like you to head out on an expedition to find foodstuffs for Toriko. You should come across some purple deposits while you're out and about. If you rummage through them, you'll be sure to find food for Toriko. Maybe we should get a toilet too. Shh. I'll do what I can to bring some of the old Terrarium's functions online while you're out. Toriko is counting on you to bring back some edible treats to keep her stomach full. She doesn't poop. Girls don't poop. You should know this. Where should I go to find it? Another day, another opportunity. Oh well. This game got weird really quick. I wasn't expecting to take care of a person. See, we had to flee from our first terrarium because there was corruption, because this is Terrarium Void 2. Or Void Terrarium 2. Which means we lost our previous upgrades and shit like that. You know, story, like, Metroid stuff. So, she was asleep before, when I first came to the old terrarium. And more or less as soon as she walked out of her pod while she was hibernating, her arm fell off, and I had to go collect some syringe shit to reattach her arm to make some weird mushroom shit grow on her arm and her stub to reattach them. So yeah, it is a weird it is a weird one. You can find food for Toriko in purple scrap piles in wastelands. Rummage through these scraps for food by pressing X. Toriko will lose health and fall sick without food, so don't forget to collect food from any scrap piles you spot while on expeditions. Wasn't there some weird shonen that everyone when it debuted, everyone thought it was gonna be one of the new big shonens, but then no one cared about? That was named Toriko? No, Toriko. Look, I keep seeing people say Black Clover does not deserve the bad rep that it has. Hey, I think Fairy Tail is good. What? I stopped reading Fairy Tail because I didn't have a lot of time, so I stopped at the end of an arc. But I was really enjoying it. I started watching the anime and thought, and the anime went into fillers on episode like 12. So I thought, okay, I don't want to do this again. Like, because I remember Naruto's filler arcs. The endless Naruto filler arcs. So I stopped watching Fairy Tail, but I started reading it. And I enjoyed it a lot. It's too formulaic. Maybe. How much did you watch, like a bunch of it? You read the manga? All of it? Well, it doesn't matter. I read until Wendy joined the Fairy Tale Guild. Okay, okay. So you were further on than I was. I stopped reading at the end of the first arc with Wendy when she decides to join. And I liked it. The alternate word? No. Nothing like that. It was a fight with some guy that was Gray's rival or something. It's like, you don't remember the names that much? You don't remember Gray? It's the ice guy, one of the main 4 people. Always naked. Yeah, the shirtless dude. Which one was Wendy? The kid that also has a happy. Has a flying cat as well. So basically, I'm at the end of the first arc she appears in, so definitely not too far in. No, don't spoil it, I still want to watch. Why can't I go from the residential area to the terrarium? Why do I have to go to the Dead Sands? I don't really want to let myself die, but I want to go back to the terrarium. Shit, I don't understand how to use a bomb. The food expires too? Ah, shit. Also, I can only hold 2 things? God damn it. Just hand her one directly. No need to put it in the vault. Robbie, welcome back. Great, let's give the food you found over to Toriko. Any food you acquire is stored in the vault, so grab something from there to feed her. That's a lobster. I found her an apple. Robbie, the sight of Toriko happily munching away on her favorite... Oh, it's a black firefly. Okay. It just looks like an apple in the thing. One of her favorite black fireflies never ceases to bring me joy. She's crying? Because she fell. Now that you know how to bring food back from your expeditions, don't forget to keep Toriko well fed each time you return from a wasteland. Toriko is highly susceptible to disease when she's low on energy, which won't give you long to explore. Now then, it's time to discuss the next step in caring for little Toriko. Come and talk to me whenever you're ready. Some head pets. While you were out gathering food, I took the liberty of restoring a number of functions to the terrarium. I present to you the latest in must-have Toriko-tested care devices, Pet Nanny version 3.0. You appear perplexed by what Pet Nanny version 3.0 is exactly. Unfortunately, since you did give me quite the thwacking before, I've experienced some fragmented damage to my memory sectors. That means I wasn't able to completely restore Penny. She may be tweaked, but her basic functions as far as monitoring Toriko and providing access to her care are fully functioning. I programmed her to provide you with a detailed explanation when you leave for your next expedition. That's it for Penny, so on to the next step. What's just as important as food when taking care of Toriko? The toilet. Well, nothing other than keeping her environment clean for her at all times, of course. Thanks to the abnormal fungal spores contaminating the world, Toriko is susceptible to being implanted by a spore, falling ill, and inevitably meeting her untimely death. We've worked hard to build this terrarium together and protect Toriko from these spores, but right now, it's nothing more than an empty bottle. A far cry from even her old home, I must say. It's my greatest wish that poor Toriko lives a long and comfortable life in our terrarium. Therefore, let us craft some decorations for her home. I was lucky enough to salvage several blueprints that we used in the previous terrarium. I'll transmit them to you, so please gather the resources you need to craft them. None of these objects require any special resources, so gathering everything you need and crafting them should be rather simple. If you're short on resources, I suggest heading out on an expedition. Just be mindful of what resources your items will be converted into when you select what to bring back. Off you go then, craft what items you can for the terrarium. Some objects you place inside terrarium can affect the temperature or humidity within. Not only do temperature and humidity affect Toriko's behavior, but they're also important to consider when growing plants. You're going to teach me how to place them now? Hooray! You've crafted something for the terrarium. It's time to place it somewhere in the terrarium for Toriko. But yeah, right now, what I'm watching next should be the first Magi series, the Labyrinth of Magi, I think. How do I place it? Terrarium editor. Liven up Toriko's life by adding all sorts of decor to the terrarium. Some objects can change the environment inside terrarium, including temperature and humidity. Toriko's behavior will change based on the decorations and environment. Try out some interior design when you obtain terrarium objects. There's a limit to how many objects can be placed in the terrarium. Check to the top right window on the screen to see the number of objects currently placed and the maximum number allowed. Perfect. That has certainly added a little life to the terrarium. I'm positive that Toriko's quality of life will improve exponentially. Still, I don't think it's nearly enough to make for a cozy living environment. Be sure to bring back any blueprints that you find while out on expeditions. I'll do what I can to salvage data from the previous terrarium and transmit any recovered blueprints. Before I forget, is it just me or is the terrarium a bit on the dirty side right now? I suppose that's to be expected since Toriko is spending all day in it. You got to clean the terrarium on a regular basis, or who knows what sorts of ill effects poor hygiene might have on Toriko's mental and physical health. I've taken the initiative of placing a broom I found into the vault. Please use it to clean up. Lovely, the terrarium is as clean as a flute. Now that you know how to sweep up, do make sure you do so whenever the terrarium starts to get dirty. You can even clean it via penny while out exploring. It's definitely something to consider if you have the EN to spare. I think that'll do it for the refresher course on taking care of Toriko. There are some new features that we didn't have access to before, since they just weren't possible, but they're now. Come back to talk to me later so I can give a proper explanation. So, she does poop on the floor. There are poop icons in there above. You're here, Robbie. I'll get right to the chase then. The new feature I mentioned previously is called plant cultivation. Just so happens this terrarium was previously used as a facility to research vegetation. The soil and climate are optimal for growing plants. The ones we grew in the previous terrarium weren't exactly natural, but here we can plant all organic matter. I found a blueprint for seeds nearby, so why don't we give plant cultivation a try? Great, I'll explain what you need to do. Seeds that you craft are stored in the vault. Fetch them from the vault and plant them wherever suits your fancy with a terrarium. Let's start with those 2 steps. Oh, come on. The Pet Nanny is a personal health diagnosis app used to remotely report on Toriko's health while the robot is out on expeditions. It can be used to check her vitals and contamination rate, as well as to feed, clean, and play with her. The heart symbols at the top of the Pet Nanny represent, I guess, I'm covering it. Represent Toriko's health. Her health slowly depletes while the robot is out on expeditions. Toriko is more likely to fall ill at low health, so try to return quickly. Feeding Toriko directly in the terrarium is the only way to recover her health. Did you get another Imeko? Press touchpad to open Pet Nanny while out on expeditions and make use of its functions. Nah? Okay. Other than return to the terrarium, all Pet Nanny functions require EN to use. But I can return. Okay, cool. When the hunger icon flashes, that means Toriko is hungry. A hungry Toriko loses health more quickly, so be sure to use Pet Nanny's food function when hunger strikes. You must have enough EN and the food item to utilize this function. This converts food into foodstuffs that can be used to remotely feed Toriko. While foodstuff won't recover health, it will keep Toriko's hunger at bay and slow the depletion of health. Be sure to feed Toriko if you have excess food so that you can go on longer expeditions. With each turn that passes on an expedition, Toriko is covered in more impurities. She does poop. If Toriko is unclean, the terrarium is likely to become unsanitary. Give Toriko a good clean frequently so that the warning icons do not increase. EN is required to use this function. Playing with Toriko puts her in a good mood, slowing the rate at which her hunger and impurities increase. The play function requires EN, so be sure to use it when you got some to spare. Pet Nanny is programmed to provide an efficient way to return to the terrarium when out on expeditions. Use it whenever you want to return home quickly after fulfilling your objectives. Okay, so I don't need to, like, force death upon myself. Having a pet organic, what a lad. Oof. That went great. Didn't get what I needed. Toriko will be contaminated by mycelium when her terrarium is dirty or she is given contaminated food to eat. The higher her contamination rate, the more likely she'll fall ill. So be mindful in keeping it as low as you can. Refer to the gauge on the bottom of Pet Nanny to track her contamination rate. Feeding Toriko uncontaminated foods will reduce her level of contamination. Different foods have different effects on her recovery. So make a mental note on foods that are particularly effective. So, she can fall ill. What happens if she... does she die? Huh. This game is weird, the fact that you're treating human like a pet. Well, she needs it to survive. I'm saving her life sign. Still weird, is it? I mean, it's definitely different. I think it's pretty original. She's no different than a dog or a cat. Sure. How's the progress? Just died. But it's going well, I think. She's no different than a dog or a cat because I don't make a toilet for her. I should make a toilet. You were right. The level of contamination in the atmosphere varies day by day. When weather blight is severe, there's a higher chance of items and enemies found in the wastelands being contaminated, making expeditions more grueling than usual. But it's not all doom and gloom. The increased likelihood of contaminated items appearing make it the perfect time to collect contaminated resources. See what the weather blight conditions are via Pet Nanny or the Wasteland selection screen. It can differ from wasteland to wasteland, so look for less contaminated routes to avoid the worst of it. Not much. Was messing with Scarlet, working on getting my way through the catch the box legendary. Oh, you're answering sign. She said. Head pets. Ah, she's sleepy. I understand why the first was a Vita game, because it's like having a Tamagotchi. Fucking Bez restrictions, I would be through it much faster with what lurks in home. Hold on, moving on to the next step. You need a number of things to grow plants successfully. A suitable environment, sufficient water, and time. Temperature and humidity both determine the environment's suitability. Since I took the initiative to upgrade this new terrarium, it can monitor temperature and humidity. The objects you place in the terrarium can alter these two factors, so you'll need to be mindful in order to craft the perfect environment. The seeds I gave you are going to need higher humidity to be successful, so please take a look at this blueprint that I'm transmitting to you. It may be a little worse for wear, but it should do the job nicely when it comes to raising the humidity. There is just one thing you'll want to keep in mind though, this device requires electricity to operate. Fortunately, there's a small amount of surplus electricity in the terrarium. I've programmed it to display its instructions upon placement. You know what to do next, Robbie. Use the humidifier to increase the, well, humidity inside of the terrarium. I'm going to increase humidity on the thing, and she's just going to be okay with that. To turn an object on or off when using the terrarium editor, move the cursor over an installed machine and press L to toggle the power supply on or off. No cry. Splendid work, Robbie. Next I'll explain all about watering and the effects of time. Simply leaving a plant on its own won't be enough to make it grow. It must be watered over time while the environment is maintained in order to thrive. You'll need a watering can. Fortunately, I found one lying around, so I went ahead and placed it into the vault for you. Please use it when you can. As for time, this passes whenever you head out on an expedition. That's not to say you can just step out and come home right away. I think you would have to traverse at least one area. And I don't think it would take any less than 5 layers for an adequate amount of time to pass. In summary, you must first plant the seeds in the correct temperature and humidity, then water the plant and explore at least 5 layers in the wastelands, then you'll have progress. Plants grow gradually, so you may have to water them and head out on expeditions a few times to see results. It may be a little tedious, but our little Toriko deserves nothing but the best. My calculations suggest that Toriko would much prefer natural plants to the old synthesized ones. You know what you need to do, Robbie. Yeah, I would say the yesterday's game is more engaging than this one. I was having a lot of fun yesterday. What? Oh, foodstuffs. I enjoy this one, but I enjoy it less. Unique mechanics from other dungeon crawlers that we're familiar with. The one from yesterday? I do think it's more unique, yeah. Although, this one, the mixture with the dungeon crawling and the terrarium stuff is quite interesting. I think the gameplay, like the dungeon crawling gameplay itself, can get a little old faster. And Pokemon Mystery Dungeon vibes with the crawling. On this one? Yes, Toriko can grow old. Maybe she can, who knows? Oh damn, that's a self-destruct? Might as well have just tried to finish the fight. Yeah, I do think this one might get repetitive sooner. She's cute, though. Damn. I think it would be mitigated by being able to directly travel to the other wastelands we've unlocked. Because that way you could vary an environment more easily. It's like playing Simulated Universe. I keep having to select the blessings. Oh, nice. Oh well. Green lizard. Okay. Okay. I went 5 levels. Is it all grown? There doesn't appear to be a lot of room in the terrarium. The plant you've been growing is completely matured. That means you can now harvest it. You'll need a sickle to harvest. Take a look in the vault for one I found earlier. Harvesting plants using the sickle in the vault will allow you to place them anywhere in the terrarium, much like any other object. You also receive new seeds when harvesting, allowing you to grow it once again. Grow plants again and again to make a lovely plant-filled terrarium. Also, while I have yet to cross-reference this data, harvesting seeds will apparently yield different color variants on occasion. Toriko is sure to be in high spirits if you decorate her terrarium with rare colorful plants. Goodness, that was quite a long explanation, wasn't it? But now it's time to harvest our first plant. Better steer clear, Toriko. Great work, Farmer Rob. That concludes the explanation on plant cultivation. You may have branched out a bit too much, but it will have been worth it if we can raise a happy and healthy Tortico. I'll finish off by transmitting a few object blueprints to you. I've sent you a number of blueprints that will allow you to affect the humidity and temperature inside of the terrarium. It'll pair wonderfully with the earlier humidity boosting blueprint. With these, you should be able to create all sorts of environments for Tortico. Now, before I forget, using electrical machinery can drastically impact our environment. But objects that don't require electricity can still provide mild effects on their own. Experiment by using electrical objects for sweeping changes, and analog ones for minor adjustments. That will allow you to fine-tune your terrarium's environment. I hope that helps. Now then, on to more pressing matters. While you've been tending to Tortico, I have completed my preliminary investigations into the mysterious distortion. Come and see me when you're ready to hear about my findings. Oh, Robbie, I've completed the preliminary scans of the local area. It appears that the mysterious distortion is occurring in all of the surrounding sectors. In fact, I'm detecting a distortion near our base here as well. Do you think you could survey it so I can have more data? You will? Wonderful! The response is coming from deep within the Dead Sands area. You should come across the distortion if you can make it to the 10th layer or so. Damn. So far, you've managed to survive 2 encounters with the distortion unscathed. It's quite odd, though. Other entities have been either destroyed or lost. While I can only speculate as to why, it also makes you the perfect candidate to investigate. But Robbie, I must warn you that your safety is not guaranteed. If you ever feel you're in danger, be sure to return immediately. Do be careful out there. I await the good news upon your return. Oh, Robbie. I've salvaged more blueprints. Let me transmit them to you. These blueprints include a number of plant seeds. I restore them based on the historical data I found here. Make sure to check in with me often so that I can transmit any new seeds that I restore. Decorating the terrarium will make Tortico happy, and you can even craft items for the bonuses they provide for your expeditions. If you've got extra resources on hand, then get crafting. Regular seed. Himeji spore. Perforated rock. Slows Tortico's hunger. Okay. What does this mean? It's quite humid, isn't it? Holy shit, 27 degrees? Seven degrees? That seems way too low, doesn't it? I blame Melty for this. Toriko, eat the lizard. Good Toriko. Huh. Lots of food. A key to a secret casino that once stood. Once stood where? You really don't know? I don't know what. Where the casino is? Or... You memeing on me, or saying... Or is this like use of language that I don't understand? Okay. I see. I embrace it all. What happened? So was that filthy cactus? Oh no! Toriko pooped! If this was a Dreamcast game, you could probably take Toriko on the go with you. Where am I? Inside the enemy? I dislike those invisible enemies. Excuse me. Ah, shit! Well... Let's see if we can craft some new things. Damn, I only wanted one. Does the duct not go in the ceiling? I do think there's too much humidity, though. I don't think they told me how to reduce her contamination. Oh shit, I haven't saved at all. But hey, I think that's gonna be all for today. I think you guys get Void Terrarium 2. I hope you enjoyed your look at it. To be honest, I thought I would prefer the exploration instead of this part, but I kind of like this part more. I wish there was the gathering was faster, so I could spend more time making a terrarium that's cute for her. She's cute, what can I say? I like my human pet. But wait, that's not what I wanted to say. But hey, let's change things up a bit. I'll be taking a break and then I'll come back with something else. Not for a long time, I think. I'll be right back.